Hi, my name is Lisa Abel, and I'm the Interim Director of the Yellow Springs Development Corporation, or YSDC. That's also the name of our project. Not too catchy. A much better name is Resilient Balance Community Solar in Rural Ohio. Yellow Springs is a village in southwest Ohio. Around 3,700 folks live here, and on some weekends the population can swell to 10,000 or more. We're known as a destination because of our surrounding farmland, nearby nature preserves and state parks, access to the Little Miami Bike Trail, wonderful shops and restaurants, and because a few famous people have hailed from here. In Yellow Springs, the YSDC has been focused on economic development to help address issues of affordability and to have a more diverse economy. A few years ago, we started helping with some innovative infrastructure needs such as broadband internet and local solar. We began learning about community solar while at the same time the township that includes and surrounds our village was embroiled in a large and contentious debate about solar. A large-scale commercial solar developer had obtained land agreements to install more than 100 megawatt of solar in the agricultural areas of our and nearby townships. A question formed: how could the divide created from this situation be bridged with some sort of local solar, something that benefits the local community? When we heard about the Department of Energy's Energizing Rural Communities Prize, we applied for funding to conduct feasibility and community engagement sessions to figure out if smaller scale community solar could work here. We held meetings and discussions with 4 different slices of the community, and it's not easy to find exciting photos of meetings, but here we go, here's one. We talked with local and regional experts, we did some stakeholder mapping, thank you Deloitte. We did the math on how much solar energy we would need. We reviewed maps and drove around to identify potential solar array sites, and we followed progress of Ohio's legislative process to bring community solar regulations to the state. We also received a lot of training and technical assistance from the DOE and its partners. Through this, we learned that community solar is not yet legal in Ohio. Now, given that Yellow Springs is part of an electric power co-op with our own utility department, we could have continued down the path of figuring out how to install community solar here on 30 to 60 acres for $5 to $10 million, with a lot of questions about how this can benefit the underserved in our community. Needless to say, this seemed like, well, not a dead zone, but a pause. We regrouped, and we decided that we wanted to do something with the prize money, something tangible and beneficial to our community. We looked around. We looked again at the values and goals of our village. A lot of them focus on affordability, diversity, equity, climate action, justice, quality of life, and the idea began to crystallize. What if we scaled down the size of community solar? What if it could benefit the underserved in our community first instead of later? What if this could directly benefit those who could use it the most? Here's Alex Rowland, the president and owner of Village Solar.
Here in Yellow Springs, where we're talking about providing solar to a variety of low-income housing units within a single building, the opportunities become a little bit more exciting even than building a big old field full of solar. Because now we have the possibility to not just provide the power needed for these units, but also back them up in a sensible way so that those tenants can be insulated from any grid outages that may occur.
Hey, Alex, can we call this a microgrid? A solar installation on top of one roof? The roof of a lower income multifamily building? Each apartment is separately metered and, well, here's what Emily Seibel of Home Inc., a local affordable housing nonprofit, has to say about that.
Hi, I'm Emily Seibel, Executive Director of Yellow Springs Home Inc. And we are an affordable housing organization, and we are so excited about the commitment of the Yellow Springs Development Corporation to pursue putting solar onto affordable rental housing in Yellow Springs, because that is going to make a huge difference in terms of affordability for residents who really pay a disproportionate amount of their incomes to utility costs. So this is great. We have 14 units right now that are solar ready. We would absolutely love to see solar panels on all of the roofs. And we just think that this could be a real model for climate resiliency in rural America. So let's go. Thank you so much.
Okay, so where do we install this? So far, we have identified more than 20 buildings with more than 135 units that serve lower-income residents. What's the best choice for our first microgrid? Something with one continuous roof? Definitely a place where each unit has its own meter. Maybe village-owned Lawson Place? Johnny Burns, village manager, has more to say about that.
Hello, I'm Johnny Burns, village manager for Village of Yellow Springs. It would be great to be able to have solar on our Lawson Place affordable apartments that the village owns. The tenants, we have 16 units. The tenants pay their electric bill, and if we could have solar on there to lower their electric bill, it would make them more affordable for people with restricted income to be able to live there.
Well, we have several options, and as they say, the devil's in the details. But we are ready and excited to do this tangible and beneficial thing. Lower income residents will see a direct benefit in lower electric bills. Village government will see real progress towards goals of affordability, sustainability, climate action, and quality of life. Oh, hey, I almost forgot to introduce the team. Here's me representing YSDC and leading this project. You've already met Alex and Johnny and Emily. Here's Gina Marie Cox, Executive Director of the Yellow Springs Community Foundation. She keeps us informed about grants and impact investing. And here's Marilyn Moyer, one of our township trustees, who keeps up with our work and strategizes a path to community solar someday with cooperation from the township instead of conflict. This is a good group, and it's been really neat to work with folks from different organizations carrying out their missions and come to the table stronger together to work on a common goal that ends up also moving all of these organizations further along on their own goals. This group is ready to learn and implement, and they've provided this project with letters of support and a memorandum of understanding to put proof to paper. And when we're done, when we've exhausted our resources, well, before we do that, we're seeking other sources of funding, so if need to, we can show we already have matching funds from DOE, the foundation, and investors. What we really want to do is put a microgrid on every lower-income multifamily building in this village, make a positive, tangible benefit for at least 200 residents, and reduce our carbon footprint. And then we take it on the road to nearby rural towns and villages. What about these buildings? Can you see a future microgrid on them? Thank you, and have a wonderful day.